back to Amphibia, and it's Christmas time. Christmas time in California. And this is an okay episode. It's not horribly bad, but it's not good either. Again, Earth sucks. They skirt around the idea of like, what's the true meaning of Christmas? And I thought, oh my goodness, are they going to do like a full blown Charlie Brown, or at least say, hey, on Earth, Christmas is a religious holiday. A lot of people celebrate it more of a being together with your family, give gifts kind of holiday, but it does have cultural and religious, for some people that it's a religious holiday. They could have just said that, but instead they go straight up secular, like completely secular with it. And that's like, they wouldn't do that to any other religion. They wouldn't do that. They would say how great and wonderful that they pray to the spirits of whatever, but if it's Jesus Christ, they would be, oh, no one can talk about it. Everyone be quiet. Don't talk about that. So I think they should have just avoided that whole thing, because it's like a gag where the planters don't know what Christmas is, so they're trying to figure out what it is. And I think it would have been kind of nice to not do the standard, oh, being together with your family. Well, that should be every day. You shouldn't wait for Christmas to be with your loved ones. Anyways, so they Christmased the opener, which is always fun. I do enjoy when they do that. Like they put Christmas tree lights on the border, and some of the characters had like Christmas Santa hats on. I'm like, okay, I think it's fun. And they even jazzed up the opener. It kind of has like a Christmassy feel to it. So the Anne's family goes all out on Christmas. Like they do all the decorations and everything, and they have no religious connections to it. It's just like a fun day. So they're getting ready for Christmas, and everyone's having a good time. The planners don't know what it is, and they're talking about presents and stuff. This is confusing to me. So the planters spend all day watching TV. So they get commercials, right? And you're telling me there were no Christmas commercials? It never came up. Not once. Hey, Ann, what's this thing they're saying, get ready for Christmas or holiday shopping? What's that about? So the first time they ever heard of Christmas is at this exact moment. Come on. So she kind of does like that whole, silly, they keep getting cut off. So like, they're like, oh, Christmas is about, and then, oh, the phone rings. So it's just a gag that goes on throughout the whole entire episode. Mom gets a phone call. It's like from like the city council saying, oh, there's an opening in the parade. You can have a float for your company can sponsor a float or whatever. But she goes, no, I'm sorry. We're going to have to decline. They're like, what the heck? What do you mean? Like, this is like the biggest thing. You've always wanted to do this. For as long as I can remember, Mom, you wanted to have a float in the city little parade thing. And yeah, no, happy holidays. It's a Christmas. Just call it the damn Christmas parade. But I guess she did the sensible thing, which it still doesn't make any sense in the end. She's like, oh, we're trying to keep a low profile. We don't want the planters to get found out. So I don't want to like have a parade and then they're on the float. Why do they have to be part of the float? Why can't they just be at home? Is there an answer to that? It's either the planters are on the float or no float at all. Why? So the mom just says, no, it's safer not to do this. Then the dad spends the whole episode trying to get a family photo, but he just fails every time because he's dad. Oh, dads, aren't they just the worst? But, Anne's like, you know what? Oh, I got to go show the planner something in my room. And she calls that dude back and says, yeah, we're going to do the float because she wants to do something nice for her mom, something her mom's always wanted. And she wants to like show her appreciation. Okay, that's fun. Let's get Anne to do things for people because she realizes how much she's loved and cared for. Okay, I like that. We get to Amphibia. You wouldn't think the show was about this place, but it actually is. So you get back to Amphibia, and some of these guys are dressed up like in Christmas clothes, like little elves. And the King Andrews is like, what in the world are you guys dressed as? Oh, remember, this is Christmas. Marcy told us about it. He doesn't even remember because he never really listened to Marcy. But I guess, again, it's very secular to them, too. It's all about giving gifts. He gives the king a drone. And he's like, oh, these are our new attack drones. Once you get the okay on these, we can mass produce these. And I guess they're not just autonomous. You have to control them. So you get a headset and everything. Really fun drone. Andrus is learning the controls. Apparently these things have missiles and machine guns and all kinds of deadly killer things. It's like, oh, I'm going to fly this thing to Earth and use it to kill Anne. Oh, okay. Why not just crash into her and blow up? Why not just find her house and just blow up her house? So he's going to send this thing to Earth and then control it remotely. It's crazy. When you see it happen, it's ridiculous. So Anne's like, hey, we're making this float, but we need help. So all the people they met throughout their adventures on Earth are going to help them out. So they need help with like electronics and stuff. So those two girls, those ladies that were the YouTube channel that helped her build the robot for Polly, they're like, oh, we could totally help you out. And then they're just kind of having fun and hanging out. And they ask them, what's Christmas about? And this is the worst thing. They're like, oh, it's about giving the people you care about the best gift, and you don't get them a good gift and it's all ruined. What in the world? These dum-dums, it is literally the worst thing to tell somebody. Even the stupid generic, oh, it's a fun time during the end of the year where we get together as friends and family and give gifts because we all love each other and we all are just good friends. Even that really silly secular message is better than, oh, it's about giving gifts to people you care about, and if you mess it up, it's like ruins everything. What in the world, ladies? I get it. You live a lifestyle that's anti everything, but my God, it's an awful thing to do. And he gets a butt cookie from a robot. Okay. But then Sprig's like, oh, he's thinking to getting a gift for Anne. And of course, he's starting to freak out because, like, oh, it has to be the perfect gift ever. So he gets all like in a tizzy about it. But so now they have help to build the float electronics. Oh, we need decorations. So they go to the museum lady to get decorations. They do show a little bit of Hanukkah. They show like a menorah and all that. Fun. But that's it. Like that, it's like one screen. The lady's talking about like the history of mistletoe and everything. Of course, she comes on way too strong. She's a psycho. And it's like, hey, do you have any decorations or stuff we can use for this float? It's for my mom. We're going to do a thing. She really wants us, some help. So fine, you can use stuff here in the museum because she just has the ability to let you use things from the museum. Really weird in the background, you have a caveman attacking a cave lady. And that's like that trope of, oh, when they went and got a mate, they just beat up the female and dragged her back and then forced her to be his mate. An odd thing to put in the background, but okay. They ask her, what's Christmas about? She gives them like a really secular, stupid history lesson about, oh, it started as a pagan this and da-da-da. And just, the things that idiots say when they want to crap on Christmas, but they don't know anything. They just repeat what they heard on social media. So she basically just gives them that explanation of Christmas. Oh, it's capitalism. No. Oh my God, shut the hell up. She gets a bunch of decorations. She's going to dress them up as Christmas characters, even though they're like cavemen and stuff. But let's put a beard on the guy. It's going to be Santa Claus. I do like these faces. They're super, super hilarious. Like, look at that. And it's like, maybe, maybe not. Then you get like Sprig's like, I'm learning too much. And he's got like a big brain. This is the kind of gags I love in the show. These are funny. These are hilarious. But then they're like, okay, we got all that. We got to bring it all back home. We're going to build this float for my mom. There's this lady who's like a traveling minstrel, just like singing about, I'm assuming this is what the actual lady looks like. She has a really, really pretty voice, and she's just kind of singing about Christmas and being together, and everyone's all bundled up like it's cold. No, sir, not in California. You do not need to wear this type of bundled up clothes. Maybe a long sleeve shirt, maybe, because I've grown up on the west side of the country my whole life. Nevada, Arizona, a little bit in California. You don't need these super coats like this unless it's actively raining or maybe at night for a tiny bit. But during the day, you don't need any of that. So they're going to get ready and build this thing. Andrus sends the drone through a little portal, yet he's still able to control it. The portal's closed, so this signal is getting. See, it's not even that Amphibia is on a different planet. It's in a different dimension. So this has like a connection that's a one-to-one connection in real time with no loss, no latency through dimensions. What the fudge? Like, you would think you would have to keep the portal open. I thought that's what was going to happen. He was going to have to keep the portal open to keep the signal going, and then they were going to find a way to shut off the portal. No, they just don't even, it's not even a thing. So he's able to like fly around. He's like, oh, I'm going to go look for Anne. And like, you're going to be able just to find Anne. He gets hit by a bunch of birds. The birds wouldn't fly into this thing. They'd fly away from it. Like, birds aren't going to be like, oh, let me just crash into this giant thing that looks like a predator. So he hits a bunch of pigeons, hits a billboard, and he gets all mad. And I guess this is a video game reference. He's like, oh, I got to learn these controls. And he drinks like something that looks like Mountain Dew. So is this like a gamer thing? Is that the joke? Well, it's not funny, but I guess that's the joke. So they're getting the float ready and everything, and it's turning out, it actually looks pretty decent. Sprig's looking for a gift. He can't find a good gift because it has to be the best gift ever. It's going to be the end of the world. They go make cookies and they do all the family type stuff, which is, fun. Days are going by. Like it shows like, it's the 22nd, the 23rd, the 24th. So they've been doing this for a couple of days. I'm glad they actually stretched it over a couple of days because it's always like they'll do it in a show where it's like, oh, they got it done in 6 hours. Like, no, it would have taken you days, which is, I'm glad they actually took the time to say this took days. So they finally get it all put together. Sprig's trying to make a gift. He just can't get it done. It's not good enough. But they put the float together. They show the mom. She loves it. It looks great. It has the family heritage. It has Christmas decorations. So, and it's advertising their restaurant. Very nice. I like it. It's fun. The planters are like just being like the people on the float that throw candy at people. They're going to just do that. The mom's like, thank you, but I don't want, them to get caught. Oh, no, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. I guess the float thing's that night. So it's a big parade and everyone's going down there. Everyone's having a good time. The mom's super happy. But then Andress shows up and he's like, oh, how am I going to find Anne? Then like she's screaming, I'm Anne. That's another one of the dumb jokes that are in this show that was kind of funny. So instead of like using, it showed that this thing had rockets and guns and all that stuff. He doesn't use those. Like, why wouldn't he just turn on the guns and just light her up? So apparently this thing, it flies on because it's a big Santa. I'm assuming this is a float. So this is made out of like balsa wood and paper mache. Like it's not going to be made out of anything of substance. So it lands on the back of this giant Santa, shoots out all these little cords, and apparently this thing has like nano machine technology. And it roboticizes the thing, like Dr. freaking Robotnik. It roboticizes this paper mache thing, this paper mache Santa, and turns it into a full-blown robot. What in the world? So he's going to use this to go kill Anne instead of just killing her the easy way. Everything is great and wonderful. The big Santa's like, oh, yeah, no. She realizes King Andress. And I do like a Hot Pop's like, is this part of the holiday? Is this what Christmas is about? It starts attacking them. They try to drive away because the two ladies are driving, the two robot ladies, the engineer ladies. They're driving away. It's chasing them. It has giant rocket launcher presence because not only did this thing turn a paper mache and balsa wood Santa Claus into a full-blown robot, it gave it munitions and weapons. I don't even know what in the. This is so wacky. So they're doing that. It's chasing after them. They're throwing stuff at them. They try to slow them down, but again, it's just crap that's on their float. Like the fake presents and the cookies and stuff. They're just throwing them at them. But then they're like, oh, let's get the Christmas tree. And I guess they had like a cannon on there that shoots out confetti and stuff. But apparently it's enough to shoot a Christmas tree like a harpoon, hits the big Santa and kills it. They win the day. But then Andrew's like, oh, this thing's stupid. He's all getting pissed like a gamer. Oh, it's the controller's fault. He's blaming the controller. So they're continuing that mad gamer. That's the joke. Marcy, as like the brain or whatever, is like, oh, you call yourself a king. That was pathetic. And of course, Andrew's like, oh, it doesn't even matter because when I get my whole army out there, it's not going to even matter because we're so big and so strong, we'll just run them over. I do like the fact that on the radio, the police are cleaning up the mess after the Christmas parade. Thank you. At least to show there's a little bit of repercussions here that the things actually happen and, it caused damage and it was actually an issue. Then the mom starts laughing. Boy, that was dangerous. I thought she was going to like laugh and kind of start crying because, they kind of really destroyed the meaning of Christmas by like fighting. But no, it's a fun thing. It's a good thing that this happened. As long as we're together as a family, that's what's important. Then Sprig's like, oh, I made you a gift. It sucks. I'm sorry. It's a terrible gift, but it's all I could come up with in short notice. And he made like a little Anne, like figurine. It's super cute. It's adorable. It's a little kid gift. This is magical. I love this. And then, of course, Anne loves it because it came from Sprig and he made it himself. And that's really sweet. Sprig's a little sweetie. He's a sweetie pie. I love this little guy. They hug it out. It's great. It's wonderful. It's Christmas Eve going into Christmas Day. That lady is, singing her Christmas song and walks off down the street. Okay, nice. I do like that. Anne is writing a letter. to both Sasha and Marcy's parents, basically saying, hey, I know it's tough not to have your loved ones during Christmas, but I'm promising you that your daughters are alive. Saying that, and I'm going to go save them. They're on another world, but I'm going to save them. And then signs it a friend. Would this do more good or more harm? I don't know. I think it would do more harm because it's going to make those parents go absolutely flipping insane. I'm surprised they're not like, oh, Anne came back. Then they didn't come straight to her. Like, they don't know their kids' friends. Maybe they don't. Maybe they really don't care because the way that they're portrayed is like they're not the best parents. So maybe they wouldn't know their daughter's best friends. I don't know. But that's odd. I would be conflicted. I don't think I would send these letters. I don't think it would be appropriate because they can't understand. It's impossible for them to understand. It'd be better for you to get back to Amphibia and save their daughters and bring them back and let that be that. We get these really fun ending cards that are like these little Christmas, style ones. They're super cute. But yeah, Christmas episode. The goofiness at the end. Why didn't he just use the machine guns to kill Anne? The scapegoating of Christmas, and then the meaning of Christmas is just being with your buddies. No, you can do that any day. That has nothing to do with Christmas. It's nice. It is a byproduct of Christmas, but it isn't the meaning of Christmas. Just cue up Charlie Brown Christmas, and the way Linus explains it, that's the meaning of Christmas. That right there. And if you don't want to talk about it, don't have a Christmas episode, or at least don't bring up the concept of knowing what Christmas is truly about. Just don't let that even be a thing. Let it be about cookies and presents and best friends, and just be that. Don't do this little half and half thing. I can't stand it. But yeah, I think we have a couple more episodes on Earth and then we're done, or one or two. And yeah, back to Amphibia. The new X-Men cartoon came out. There's a bunch of trailers. I know I've been away for a couple of weeks, but work's just been absolutely crazy. And summertime is always weird for me. I have time, but then I don't have time. It's odd. It's strange. But yeah, I want to knock out a couple more of these, start up season 2 of X-Men 97. And yeah, we'll see where it goes from there. Thanks for watching, guys, and catch you on the next one. Crimson Sin here. Thanks for watching the video. Remember, liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting on the video really helps out a lot. It gets the video spread around more people get to see the videos, and we get to make more videos for you guys. So thank you, and we appreciate every single one of you guys.